Om Shanti. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life, unshakable and immovable. All adverse situations are coming or are going to come. All five elements will try very hard to shake you a lot in every direction. However, a soul who practices being liberated in life and the bodiless stage will remain unshakable and immovable. Such a soul will pass through everything easily and pass with honors. Therefore, you have to experience from now the sanskars of a constant karma yogi, a constantly easy yogi, and a constantly liberated soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 4. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's topic, unshakable and immovable. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and today's Dilaram Bhatti, the remover of sorrow, bestower of happiness. That's the point we will practice. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everything is okay, all is well, right? Happiness at confluence stage is very important. As Baba said in Vogue message, love and happiness, cheerful, lightness. So, but then we are happy and suddenly some wave of sorrow could emerge. Now that has to be removed. Because if that sorrow is still there of any kind, from anywhere, then happiness will disappear. So I like this, the practice of remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. So happiness is bestowed, we try to share, but sorrows have to be removed. And that is why listening is important, right? If someone is hurt about something, of course, Baba says that don't give sorrow, don't take sorrow. It seems that for people, they find it easy not to give sorrow. But even if they don't want, they take sorrow. And that sorrow also gets accumulated. Then there could be the wave of sorrow. So as soon as it happens, we have to take help. No? Whether you need to talk to Baba, but also if you need help, talk to someone who could help you spiritually. But don't keep sorrow inside, because then you can't help others, right? Then that person will share what's causing sorrow. Our sorrow will emerge and we say, yeah, this happened to me also. It won't help that soul, no. But how did you remove that sorrow or created a practice where you don't take sorrow at all. So it's very, very good, I think, point for practice. I don't know, I'm not seeing Elizabeth, but she asked a question to me about sustaining, belonging, and I had a thought. I thought before I forget that, I give example that I don't know how many, maybe within a year or maybe 2 years, how many souls have come here for the retreat. So now, like New Year came, and if we have created a good message, which we have created, should be sent to them and wishing them Happy New Year. And when they see something from the Peace Village, they will feel connected. They will just remember what their experience was here. And somewhere I think they will like to remain connected and also contribute in some way or other. Their offering will start coming and you will have more help, more hands. Everything can happen if we follow. And it's not Peace Village. I am actually asking all the centers if they all can do it as follow up, where some kind of connection can awaken them, the beautiful memories of the experience they had when they were at the place or met the instrument. So I don't know if you like the idea, but this was one thought came in my mind that if every center does this worldwide, it can really, really a good follow-up. Okay, so our homework is unshakable and immovable. We are shaken, right? Certain news, certain things, our stage gets shaken, right? And emotionally also it affects. Right? So what kind of practice we do, which Baba is telling us, will help us to stay stable and immovable. All adverse situations are coming. Adverse situations are coming and are going to come. They won't stop, right? All five elements will try very hard to shake you a lot, every direction, all five. However, a soul who practices being liberated in life. I remember that in the beginning in Peace Village, because the roofs are very low, so in the night sometimes a big storm. But it's like, okay, nature is my friend and nothing is going to happen. And it's like you create that kind of friendship with all the elements. So those elements are not going to harm you, hurt you in any way. And that is why when we walk, we appreciate flowers, we appreciate, but always think so positive that those vibrations go to not only air, water, all the elements. Baba says, however, a soul practices being liberated in life. And one word which Baba had been using, that Jivan Mukta stage, not life. In Golden Age, there is liberated life, but here it is, Baba says, the stage has to be free from bondages. So it's a stage of liberation in life, but life is in Golden Age. So practicing bodiless stage, free from bondage. So how we don't create bondages, right? Bodiless stage will remain unshakable and immovable. And such souls will pass through everything easily and pass with honor. Pass easily and pass with honor. Therefore, you have to experience from now the sanskars of constant karma yogi, a constantly easy yogi, constant karma yogi, constant easy yogi, and Baba says constantly a liberated soul. I am free. I'm not taking anything, no bondage, no sorrow. This bodiless stage is important. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi, I'm back. Loving greetings, Trimurti flowers.
It's still in your plants.
Yeah, they're right
That's
here,
nice.
next to me, right here. There's the flowers. It's
Mm.
called the Christmas cactus. It blooms during Christmas time, and it's beautiful. So, Happy New Year! All my good wishes. Happy to be able to express them directly to you. May you be ever healthy, happy, always happy, but healthy. I'm so happy to see you fresh and inspired, radiant, generous, loving, caring, beautiful, powerful in front of us. So thank you for being with us every day, every year. So all our good wishes for another year again together with you and the family. And I'm sure everyone's hand of blessings and good wishes are really for you and keeping you healthy for another year. So we can enjoy our presence together for another beautiful year. So all my good wishes to you, Mohini Didi, and lots of love from the heart and from the family, I'm sure, for the new year. And to everyone in Avyakti Parivar as well. May this beautiful bouquet of flowers, living flowers, keep blooming the whole year. So Happy New Year, everyone.
I think that these plants, because you keep them near you, they blossom. Because
I
the
think
love
because
they
they are
receive,
listening to
the
you. They're
care.
listening to you. That's why they're blossoming. They're listening to you.
I believe that. And why for 1 year? Why not all coming years, right?
Yeah, because I want to be back next year to have a chance to do it again next year.
But one very good thought came in my mind was that we have good wishes for each other. And if you have received blessing from Baba and you kind of become embodiment, then your good wishes can become blessing for others. Like Dadis, they will say everything will be okay, and really it becomes okay because there are not just good wishes, they are blessings, right? So even it's Baba who gives blessing, not I, but my good wishes can work and should work as blessings. So that means they are becomes a reality, whether through our thoughts or through our words, in whatever way. I just wanted to share that.
And like what you shared
You are
also,
also okay. You had been away for quite a long time
I
and
know I
did
was
a lot
traveling.
of service in France and Germany. So welcome back.
Thank you, Mohini Didi. And you know why I cannot resist greeting you every Saturday with, I used to say 3 times, 4 times, how dear are you? So dear, 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 dear. I should say 5 times because I was thinking, of course, you're so dear to my heart, so I have to say it once. But I know you're so dear to Baba's heart, that's twice. And then you're so dear to the family, this is 3 times, and the world 4 times, and nature 5 times. But it's a long dear, 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 dear. So you're dear to from everyone and to everyone. I liked also when you shared that blessings for the self can be also the way we accept the blessing that Baba is giving to everyone, and to use that blessing for the self and make it a blessing for the self. So good wishes for others, but also I like the idea that we shouldn't forget ourselves and keep having good wishes for the self as well. So I was thinking I really like the new year because it's I always feel a lot of enthusiasm and zeal for newness. And I was thinking, and I know it's not exactly the topic, but it's connected. I was thinking how for myself I really want to explore newness in being more soul conscious and increasing the quality and the quantity of soul consciousness. And I was reflecting on just checking myself and thinking, am I really, really soul conscious, or are there different levels of soul consciousness? Am I going deep into the experience of soul consciousness? And I was thinking that there's a difference between an experience, but also a stage, or an attitude that becomes my own nature, which is a natural soul conscious nature. And I was wondering maybe if you could help me in finding ways of how to really improve, because I felt I could become what I called body consciously soul conscious. I could be kind of soul conscious, but actually there's also body consciousness mixed. When sometime I sit for traffic control, I'm a bit soul conscious, a little bit, but I'm also thinking of service, or I'm thinking of something else. So it's like soul consciousness could be, we think we are soul conscious, but actually deeply, it's not exactly, I think, that deep stage of soul consciousness we should have. And I believe that if I can increase soul consciousness, everything else will follow: remembrance, dharana, service, everything. So it's a long question, but it's an introduction to see if you can share a few inspiration based on your experience. How do we move in increasing soul consciousness?
Mm.
What will be some of your inspiration for that?
So everything begins with the mind, and then there are words, and then the actions, right? So soul consciousness first is a state of mind. So one of the, which since few days I'm doing it more, is keep my eternal qualities of the self. So that means whenever like my thoughts are, not in the right direction, or then I remind myself about my eternal quality. But even in whether speaking or responding to someone, I just bring my such a maybe love, maybe peace, all the different qualities of eternal self. Of course, we say Baba had been talking about eternal and original, that is divine qualities. And if we bring that regularly, while thinking, while speaking, while doing actions, then I feel that there will be some kind of very natural soul consciousness. One is to keep thinking, I am soul, I am point of light. And of course, that is important, because one of the important things which happen and should happen is that it centralizes you. And when centralize something, it could remove a lot of pulls from different directions. And soul conscious is when I'm thinking I'm in the center of forehead. It's very powerful because not only I'm point of light and whatever, I'm immortal, and within the soul I have all the part which is recorded. Some aspects of the soul we can think about, but also add to the eternal qualities. And I start feeling that yes, I am now in soul consciousness, because when there is body consciousness, our responses to people's actions or their questions or their behavior could be not serving the soul, but of body consciousness. Because if someone has sanskars of body consciousness and start talking to me, I have to use more and more my eternal qualities so that that soul experiences not only soul consciousness, but that bodiless stage. And so I think that, yes, that's for me is what I had been paying attention, and helps me to be seeing other souls also as souls, and the way I respond and my way I interact with others.
I'll come back to the question of qualities, original qualities, and eternal, because they are also connected, I think, to what Baba says about maintaining the state of self-respect and practicing. It's as if he says real soul consciousness is being stable in a state of self-respect in a way. But about the experience, I was wondering, because yes, I think we're moving away from just repeating, of course, to the self, I'm a soul, I'm a point of light. So when the experience is not anymore creating thoughts about I'm a soul, I'm a point of light, but just the experience, when Baba says even practice bodiless stage or go home, remember the home. What has been your feeling of the way you have been seeing your soul consciousness evolving in your experiences from your early days to the way you now feel being an experience of soul consciousness? When you sit and you feel, there is the experience of soul consciousness without creating the thought. How does it feel to you, that stage of soul consciousness?
I think whatever years we have practiced, that has become our stage. So let's say I have practiced for 60 years or as many years, that has become very natural, right? And now whatever more I have to do, maybe 20%, 30%, 10%, is paying more attention to this practice of bringing my eternal qualities. And then it's like very natural, very normal because of accumulation or, practicing for long term. And it must be with everyone. Like how many years one had been practicing, because once Baba was talking about 3 accounts. And I think one is definitely what we have accumulated from the practice of long term, whether 1 year, 10 years, so many years. So if you look at that, accumulation is creating a very natural stage of soul consciousness. And I observe that more. Then many times it's not I have to think even about eternal qualities, but I am naturally in soul consciousness. And certain things, when it affects the soul, and it definitely must be some kind of body consciousness. And then I kind of start using, all these eternal qualities, but lot is natural also. So each one of you can look at it and see what percentage is natural for you to be in soul conscious, not for only yourself, but looking at others also soul. Because Brahma Baba used to when we use word alokik and spiritual love is soul to soul, right? So how natural it is to look at others as souls also is there, but definitely for me, when I look at others as souls, it automatically creates your own soul consciousness also.
Yeah, I like the words of the moment, to keep it constant, natural, and easy, and not laborious, not like hard effort, but easy. So just last question on that aspect. But for you, I'm thinking, like I've been trying since, a few days. I'm thinking, okay, this is 2026. I want to really make a big shift in my stage of soul consciousness. And I find it very difficult, to stay soul conscious, aware of being soul conscious the whole day. I mean, it's in the morning I think, and then suddenly I think of all kind of things, and before I know, I thought, oh, I am I soul conscious? No, I don't think I'm really. What's your way to
Mhm.
maintain it? To maintain it, because I find it just. That's why I say I can be body consciously soul conscious. I look soul conscious, but I don't think I am completely soul
So
conscious. So what's your yukti to keep it during the
what
day?
is
So
what is your percentage of soul consciousness, you think?
I will send it to you by writing. It is being recorded, right?
no, no, why I'm saying it because we more remember where there is body consciousness, but we should also look at where there was natural soul consciousness, because that can also help us. That, because maybe you are not aware, but maybe you are in soul consciousness while interacting or while thinking. But what we're seeing, what a little disruptions or some other thoughts coming. So that percentage is how much. That's where you will know that how much you are naturally soul conscious, which sometimes we don't count or don't watch. We always watch how much is not there, right? If you watch how much is there,
Hmm.
then you know, oh, I need 20% more, because whole day, even you are not in soul consciousness, but some natural state of mind, your natural sanskars are helping you to be in soul consciousness. Sometimes we are aware or practicing or, but sometimes we are not aware, but there is soul consciousness. I think that in Brahmin life, we have to see our account of accumulation and look at that, and then from there onwards, again, make efforts so that it becomes 100% soul
Hmm.
conscious. That means constant, natural, easily.
I wish I could say it's
But
very high, but
one
hmm.
point about self-respect. Whatever Baba has told me, whether it's blessing or I take from Baba's teachings, I have to respect my own self. And if I remain in that respect, as you said, self-respect is very important, because we shouldn't ever come down from there, because then there is self-trust, and then all other qualities emerge from this self-respect. And whatever, like say, anyone thinks for me, say for me, it's all right. No, I am in my self-respect, so it doesn't affect the soul.
And I was wondering for you, when Baba says you are very good in being the embodiment of thoughts, but you're not yet the embodiment of experience, or the embodiment of your self-respect. In Avyaktamurti, I heard that a few times. And I was thinking, how do you connect actually just sitting in self-respect, like I'm an angel of love, I'm world transformer, or I'm God's companion. He gave last Sunday beautiful titles, You're the original creation of God. You're part of the original family, you're direct child of God. I mean, these are titles of self-respect. And when do they move from just thinking about the title to really the state of soul conscious awareness? Like the soul is aware of itself as being that. How do you describe that shift from churning about it to really being in that state of awareness?
Very simple things that Baba has introduced me about my own self. Also, I am child of God and I am God's helper, and my part with Baba. Very simple things also, which are real experience of our life, can also be soul conscious, also be self-respect. So one is, of course, the different titles Baba gave us, but the life which Baba has given us is respect, because every vice was taking away our respect, whether it is lust, whether it's anger of any kind or attachment, that's where you lose self-respect. So purity, I think, is very important. And from purity, we say peace and love and all other qualities emerge. So my self-respect is now that, I'm using my body with purity in God's service. And before it was indulging in some habits, and now don't have any. There is total kind of discipline for my physical organs and senses. So there are many things which we are experiencing and we have adopted in life is also self-respect.
I like very much this thought that the vices are really taking your self-respect away. It's a nice way to not want the vices anymore, to tell them, go away. You're taking my self-respect away, so I don't want you to be with me. I know we have more points to think about with the Dilaram Bhatti and reflection, but it's very, very nice to be with you. I missed you as well. I was really missing all these weeks. It's been very long, so happy to join again Vikti Parivar and be in your company, and look forward very, very much to the following weeks. So all my good wishes, and thank you, Mohini Didi. It's lovely to be with you.
And happy and healthy New Year to you too.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.